Hey everyone, welcome back to the homestead. I am working in the garage today because I want to start building my farm stand. I want to put a farm stand at the end of my driveway where the local people in my area can stop and get chicken eggs, quail eggs, my cut flowers when they're ready, extra garden produce, maybe elderberries if I have enough to sell, so on and so forth. So having a cart out there will just make that a little bit easier to advertise. We live on a main road, so we get a ton of traffic. So I feel like having a farmer's market stand or cart or something is going to be really beneficial to our homestead. So my idea is, instead of doing a stationary stand that takes a good bit of lumber and time to build, I'm going to make a rolling cart with an old garden cart that I have. It's a flat garden. Here, I'll just show you. All right, so here's my garden cart. It's, completely flat and it has the mesh bottom. So my thoughts are, I'm going to build 3 walls. So I'm going to build a wall on this side, the back, and this side here. And then I'm going to have 1 or 2 shelves in it. And then the bottom is just going to be its own shelf. And it's going to have a roof on it. And then that way I can put, some baskets in there, my egg cooler. But what I like most about it is that I can move it. So I can put it out when I have things to sell and pull it out when I don't. And it just makes it really easy. Like, hey, the stand's there, she must have things. Oh, it's not there, she must not have things. I feel like it just made sense to me. So, and then I'm just going to attach the box for this stand onto the cart with some nuts, washers, and bolts. And that way, if I ever need to use this cart again, it's easy to take off and repurpose or put back on, or, whatever the need is. So, so what I'm using is some 2x4s that I ripped in half. So now they're like 1.5 by 1.5. And this is just going to make a lighter weight build, a lighter weight frame, which is going to be easier to move, being that it's on wheels. And it's just doubling my lumber a little bit because I only have so many 2x4s. I actually got these from a pallet. The entire pallet was just made out of 2x4s. So all of the pallets are the same size, or all of the 2x4s are the same length. So that makes it really nice. And it's free lumber to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and get things measured out, start cutting things, and hopefully get some of this frame assembled, and be well on our way to having a garden stand or a farm stand, farm cart, farmer's market cart, something like that. this is what we have so far. We've got a sturdy frame to work with now. I've got the angle for the roof, although I think we need to adjust the angles a smidge for it to work right. So the next thing I'm going to do is add a middle brace about halfway up, because I do want to do like a half depth shelf here and then just have this as a bottom shelf. So I need to do a middle brace, and then I'm going to do a brace around the top as well, just to help sturdy things up. So that's what we're going to be doing next. This is where we're at so far. I got the like halfway up braces in and the front brace for this shelf here. I need to rip a couple more 2x4s in half so that I can get a support across the front and back on the top and the sides, and then we'll figure out the pieces for the roof. So I'm going to rip a couple more 2x4s and then we'll get those cut down to size and installed. Alright, so I got the rest of my 2x4s split, and then we just need to finish the framing on the top and get a roof on. But it is almost 8 o'clock here and I need to go make dinner and get my evening chores finished. So I'm going to wrap up this video here, and I will see you guys in the next one where we finish up the framing and possibly the siding, although that might be a third video. So stick around, guys, so that you don't miss my farm stand cart building process. Alrighty guys, if you have any questions so far about my farm stand cart, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button on your way out, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are not a subscriber. It lets you know when new content is up on the channel, and it supports me as a YouTuber and helps me get really great content out to you guys. Alrighty everyone, thank you so much for watching, and remember to grow where you're planted.